Hey, my name's Claire. I want to share my story about VicRoads. So, in November of last year, they sent out apparently a letter to my address advising of license renewal. For some reason, Australia Post couldn't deliver the letter, even though the letterbox was clearly accessible. It was sent back to VicRoads, who subsequently put a block on my account. So, 3 weeks later, when I rang up to advise of my new address, I was sent not one, not two, but three new licenses. Worked that one out. They had my address. When it came time for registration renewal, it was that busy time of the year when all the bills after Christmas were due. I thought I paid it. I haven't. So subsequently, we were out driving on a country road. The police car goes past. A minute later, comes back, does a U-turn, red and blue flashing lights behind us. I get out of the car and I said, was I speeding? And he went, no, your car's unregistered. I went, what? I was absolute shock. Anyway, a fine of $962 plus temporary registration. And then it took another, I think it was about 3 weeks before I could get into VicRoads. VicRoads around the state are booked out for weeks, even months. Anyway, moving on from that, that evening after the police picked me up, I wrote on the the VicRoads website. I rang the following day and I wrote not one, but two letters and had it posted internally from Leongatha to Q head office of VicRoads. In no way, shape, or form did they respond. So subsequently, I contacted the Ombudsman, who eventually came back to me and said, oh, it's not mandatory for VicRoads to notify drivers of registration renewal. Work that one out. Then I received a letter by the police that they'd made a mistake in the fine and they changed the date. Then I eventually got a response from Transport who said, no, it's up to the drivers. The onus is on the drivers to register your vehicle. They also sent me a second email because they too made a mistake in their findings. I've since gone to the local MP who has raised this issue with two ministerial portfolios, the Attorney General in fines and Transport. I'm waiting on a response from them. Drivers may not know that since July of 2022, that VicRoads is now managed conjunctly with the Victorian Government, the Australian Retirement Trust, Aware Super and Macquarie Asset Management to raise $7.9 billion in revenue for pandemic debt. In addition to that, over the Anzac long weekend, 18 drivers in our little area were picked up for unregistered vehicles. That's another almost $18,000. And that's not including speeding drivers, drugs, alcohol, with that, bloody idiots. But I ask how many of those unregistered drivers were also not aware or not advised? I'm sure there is so many. So I am making this to make people aware that A, make sure your vehicle's registered, but also to make VicRoads accountable. You know, it's unacceptable. Our insurance companies, telecommunication, gas, water, electricity, corporations have the courtesy and the respect to contact customers and advise them of upcoming payment, but not VicRoads. So please, let's collectively change this antiquated system that is catching people unaware, and let's go back to ways of actually proper communication. If we had communication in the world, we wouldn't be having the issues that we're having. It's just another revenue raising tactic that people are not aware of. And I would really appreciate it if you can like and share this message, because collectively we can make positive change in this world. Thanks for listening.